habit of speaking. So learning grammar is a different thing, and taking these things into your mouth is a different thing.
Welcome you all to yet another Pride moment. Today we have Kamlesh with us. He is pursuing master, amazing, cool guy. Hi Kamlesh, how are you?
I'm fine, sir. How are you?
Everything is great. Kamlesh, there was a time when you could not speak English, and today you are able. You can convey your point, and often I have noticed you speaking before students in group. You are very impactful. That I love that. So what has changed in your life when there was a Kamlesh who could not speak English, and now at present there is a Kamlesh who is very good communicating at English. So what has changed in your life?
The main thing I get after learning English is confidence. Now I'm confident in speaking in English and communicating to anybody. And when I didn't know how to speak English, I had to suffer many issues. When I go to bank, when I go to any kind of office, I had to suffer some issues because I was not able to communicate with them. Today I'm able, and I can go anywhere, any office, any bank, and I can communicate anybody, Indian or foreigner. So it is, what the main thing I got is confidence after knowing the English language.
That is the important, because at least now we can communicate to anybody. It makes us universal.
Yes.
If you have to communicate somebody who who does not belong to India, even in India, if you go to South India, people don't know. They have their own language, that is Tamil or any other. So one language is very common, that is English. Right?
Yes.
So we have to be good in that, and it makes us wider. Right?
Yes.
Okay, my next question to you is that so many people I have noticed, they start learning this skill, or not only, any other also.
Yes.
But what happens? People left it in between. They don't continue this. They discontinue it after a month and 1.5 month. As a result, they don't become good at any. In your case, I have noticed that you have stick with that. You decided that you have to be good at this, and you are now. And still, you are improving. We all are improving.
Yes.
Sometimes I commit some mistakes, makes mistakes, you mistake. There is always chance to do better and do excellent in your life. But what is the reason people leave learning in between? What happens?
Because people wants instant result. If somebody says that you will be able to speak English in 3 months, 2 months, they get that point. After 2 months I will be speaking in that way. But if we talk about the language, if you talk about Hindi language, how did we learn that? It took some years.
Yes.
It is not maths, you learn out the formulas. It's something else. It becomes your habit of speaking. So learning grammar is a different thing, and taking these things into your mouth is a different thing. So you need to practice. What people do, they take class 1 hour or 2 hours something, and they go home and again speak in the mother tongue, Hindi or something. And they don't give time, more and more time to the language. So that is why after 2, 3, 4 months, they feel that I'm not improving as much as I expected, and they lose their hope and they leave the language between. So this is why they are leaving the language, and they are not understanding the thing what it needs to, the efforts you need to put there. They don't understand this thing. It's a language actually.
Right. You highlighted one thing that I really love, that that is that they are in hurry. They don't have patience,
Yes.
and they want a result at instant. And spoken one word that is very good. That is habits. It is not math formula. Just put something into that, and result will come out. It is a habit, and habit doesn't form overnight. It takes
it takes
some
time.
time. So you need to maintain calmness. You have to be cool and calm, because you are going to get result, and it would take long.
Yes,
Right?
exactly.
So that you applied in Boon. Let's come to Boon Education.
Yes.
We provide so many activities.
Yes.
We go for GD, we go for debate, we go for presentation. We are going for video making. This is one of the activities we go through. So which one you feel more connected, and what is the reason behind it?
If I talk about the activities of Boon, I have studied from many other institutes as well and paid 5 times 6 times more than I'm paying here. And what I find different is the kind of activities we have. Every day we have different activities, and activities are very effective. If I'm feeling hesitate, I don't I'm not able to stand front of the 20-50 people. Boon makes eligible to stand there and speak with their little steps. So that is I found difference over here, and activities are very effective, and it's your learning is all about your continuity. If you come here continue basis, for sure you will be able to speak English in a better way.
What do you think about Saturday? Saturday, well, no, I'm very excited about that. It has been even almost 8 to 9 years when I'm into this, but I'm very excited. What I feel that this is a day that gives you opportunity to demonstrate what you have learned entire week, right?
Yes.
So how do you take this day?
It is very important day for me as well. I also wait for that day because the whole day sometime we need to do some kind of grammatical things. We need to cram some of the vocabularies or something. But when it comes to Saturday, you have chance to discuss the things with the people. You have learned the things since your week, and you can explain. We have some kind of GD activities there. Standing ovations are there, so we can explain and explore the things and learn some new things from the other ones, because everybody gets chance to explain whatever he has learned, and about we learn something about the experience of somebody's life. Because there sometimes we need to share our thoughts, our experience. So it's a a kind of like it's a weekend day, and you can learn one day as equal to the you learn in a whole week.
Great. Recently, if you remember last week, what we started, we have planned that every students will have to go, through assessment after every 15 days.
Okay.
And I feel that you must have gone through last week. Did it happen? You had to go in any other class, and students and
Yes,
trainer
yes.
of that class put some questions to you, and you
Yes,
have to
I
reply.
found it very interesting for me, and I never knew about this kind of such kind of activity, and I found it very interesting because you meet with new people there, and while doing activities with the same class, we become familiar of the same faces. But when it comes to the other class, they have their strengths for us, and we go there. They ask questions from us. It makes us more exploring. While we go out and talking to some kind of other stranger people, so it is feeling like that.
Definitely, we have started it,
Yeah.
and we got fabulous result. I just
Yes.
talked to so many students about this, and they were very happy then. And we feel that we have decided now we are going to repeat it after every 15 days, right? That will be very helpful. Okay, when it comes to content, when it comes to book and all these notes, we have our own book, right?
Exactly.
One is related to syllabus, and two book that that took me long to write it. One is 10 word every day, and second is your English tool.
Yes.
What do you think about these books? Are they helping you anyhow?
Yes, it is really helpful. If you can learn the things from the 10 words everyday book, there is all the kinds of vocabularies you need to use in your daily life, and anywhere you go, like your office life or business life, it is having all the kind of vocabularies. And if you it's been 1 month for me learning here, and I am about to finish the book because I read it twice or thrice every day, and I spend more of my time on that book. And if you talk about the English tool book, it is also an effective book for the students, and you will have all the kind of questions there in the book. Like if you go to the hospital, which kind of questions you need to put there, because different sectors have different kind of vocabularies.
Right.
So you will have there all the kinds of, if you met with an accident, and in any
We
situation,
put there some conditional questions.
yes,
also.
conditional questions are there, and it's a kind of solution for your English, and the name is your English tool is suits the book.
Thank you very much. Last question to you. I just want you to just one advice for my audience, for my viewer, that that can help them to become good at this language? Those who really wish to be good, please.
For for becoming better in English, I would advise one thing, that we always taught like English is all about learning, reading, listening, and writing. And it's not about learning grammar or something. You need to involve yourself, you need to change the process of your thinking. Start thinking in English. Spend as much time as you can in English, watching English movies, reading English book, writing everything in English. Change your environment. Whenever you are standing somewhere, you see the things around you, try to recognize them in English, like it's a fan, it's a table, it's a bottle, something like that. So that is how you can enhance your vocabulary, and try to frame the sentences in English. Like if you are watching a movie or something which is in Hindi, you hear a sentence, try to frame the sentence in English with the person who is speaking. It makes you faster, and only that's way which I am using. I am still learning and trying to improve myself in a better way.
Amazing, right? Okay. If I conclude Kamlesh's words, he says very simple thing. You have to associate, you have to link English to your daily life. And for the same, you don't need to get time. You don't need to manage time. You don't need to bring extra time from somewhere else. So what you have to do, you have to connect it with your daily life. If you are eating, so whatever are in your plate, you can talk about. If you are watching any television, any show, you can speak about that for 2 or 3 minutes. This is amazing, and it really works. I did the same in my case also. It's really nice talking to you, Kamlesh, and wishing you best of luck. Keep signing, boy. Thank you
Thank you,
very
sir.
much.
Thank you.